All right, it is a crazy windy fall day here in the marshes of South Louisiana, but I got the bug to go fishing. And not only me, but Kevin Ford, my good buddy, television show host of, what's your show called now?
We're about to change the name of it.
What's it gonna be called?
It is gonna be called Tales from the Bayou.
Oh, Tales from the Bayou. Okay, great, awesome. We just got out here. Look at that sun, it's about to come up. But other than the wind, we got some really good conditions. We've got a hard falling tide, water's up. We've had southeast wind for a couple of days, raised water levels, but we gotta find some fish. Water in here where we just stopped looks okay, but we're gonna cover some water today, cover a lot of ground and see what we can find. Come along with us. All right, Kevin and I are starting in a deep bayou. As you can see, it's 17 feet deep in here. This is an area that shrimp migrate through, heading out to a big lake over here. Sometimes it can be really good. We'll see if they're in here today, who knows? I'm fishing with a tiger bait matrix shad on a 3/8 ounce death grip. Yeah. I mean, it's fishable, but it's not as pretty as I'd like it to be.
The more you look at it, the worse it looks. Stop looking at it.
Right? Kind of like that girl you brought home from the bar. Every day is different. Got to find today's fish today. They're not in this bin, they're nowhere. We're gonna leave. All right, last cast. Sun's coming up. Oh, there we go. Fish number one.
Oh my God, I knew you were gonna do that to me.
Fish number one. He feels, I don't know, foul hooked or something. I don't know what's up with this fish.
Hello, big redfish.
That might be a big red or a big drum.
Yep.
That's not the speckled trout we're after.
No.
Yeah, he feels like a big drum.
It's a pretty one, Todd.
Thanks. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking drum. He sure is fighting like a big drum.
He's not putting up much of a fight, though.
He's fighting like a big drum. Like a Volkswagen.
In the kitchen with Todd on the big drum. You cook the worms.
Right. Cook the worms like scallops. Oh, it's a flathead. Get him, get him, get him.
I'm getting him.
Look at this flathead.
Look at the size of that. And he was foul.
Look at this. So in Venice, or in Buras, a couple of weeks ago, I caught the first flathead I've caught in years.
That is a big flathead.
Dude, look at this. That's the best eating fish you could possibly catch. Ow, he bit me.
My goodness.
Look at this big flathead. Look at this. Got it? All right, we're definitely taking him home. All right, Kevin and I are on a stop number 2. Caught that flathead in stop number 1, which, believe me, I'm very excited about, but didn't seem to be any trout in that bayou. So we're coming to check. And this little bayou, not much of a bayou, 5 feet right here. We'll see what we can find in here. Fortunately, the water is really nice in here. Looks really good. Looks very, very fishy. I'm throwing a green hornet matrix shad on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head. Kevin is throwing a limbo slice matrix shad. 1/4 ounce jig head? 3/8 jig head. We find water like this all day, we're gonna catch some fish. 8 feet right here. Ooh, look at that, grass. A little grass, it's nice to see. A lot of grass. That makes me very happy. Very happy. And it's good grass too. All right, stop number 2 is also a dud. Well, I can't say also. Stop number 1, at least we caught a fish. Nothing here, despite this spectacular water. But we're gonna make a long run to spot number 3. Don't know where that is yet exactly, but we'll figure it out once we get there. Hopefully find water this good, because we will find some fish if we find water this good. All right, Kevin and I have come to the shoreline of a big lake. See, it's wide open. We've got a hard southeast wind, and this shoreline is protected on this wind. So we're just gonna go beat these banks, maybe duck our nose into some bayous and stuff coming into this bank. We're just on the hunt. Hopefully we'll run across some trout, redfish, maybe some out of season flounder. Who knows what else. I'm throwing a gold spinner with a 1/4 ounce death grip and a shrimp creole matrix shad. Kevin is throwing a cork with a vortex shad.
Catch a lot of trout with that spinnerbait?
I do catch a lot of trout with this spinnerbait. You wouldn't think it would be a good trout bait, but it is. And usually the trout you catch on are nice. You don't catch a whole lot of throwbacks. Good looking drain coming up. Real good looking drain. Oh, there's a fish.
Got him?
Freaking lost him.
Well, we knew there'd be a fish right there.
Is this fish still on?
It's a monster, Todd.
I'm telling you, you can't even tell if he's on. Yeah, there's a fish. Oh, it's a nice trout. It's a keeper trout. Dude, that guy was not fighting at all. I think he's a keeper. We're gonna check, but he looks like he is.
You can check this one too.
Let's see, Kevin. I think he is. I think he's a keeper. I don't know. He's worth a measure.
This 13-inch thing has got us.
I know. He's definitely over 12. This one's 13 and a half.
This one's got no shot. I mean, no shot.
No, he's got no shot. You're right.
It didn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure out there could be a fish in this drain.
Yeah, look at this water pouring out that marsh. That was the weakest speckled trout I've ever caught in my life. Oh, goodness. That's a good hit. Not a big fish, but a really good hit.
It looks like I threw right where you threw the last time.
Yeah.
It looks like they're right smack dab in the middle of it there. I thought I could catch one on the outside.
I tell you what, that's a good trout, man. That's a real good trout.
Oh, he came up and slapped at the cork.
You know, this whole fall I've been catching tons of 12 to 13 inch trout. So you run across some 15 to 16 inchers. They're nice to see, even 14 inchers.
But
oh, there he is. There he is.
I'm not gonna wait for your guess.
Oh, goodness. Dude. What the heck?
What is that?
It's a trout. He's just got a strong opinion. Oh, it's a little red. It's a rat red, that's why. So,
Your size and identification skills today have not been
the best.
You have not been on top of your game.
You know, because I thought that flathead catfish was something other than a flathead catfish.
You call a 15-inch trout was a 4-inch trout.
Yep, that's true. This is true. All right, I stuck a tag in this guy. He's 14-inch redfish. Hopefully he grows up and somebody else catches him. My gold spinner got a little mangled, so I made a switch to this green hornet matrix shad. That's what I caught that red on. This is just a little nothing drain. Oh, that's a smaller trout.
You figured that out, right?
And this one would not have even been legal last year.
That one may not be legal next year.
Yep. Appreciate the fight there, buddy. This bite is gonna die here in this little Chernas. It's just not sizable enough to hold a ton of fish. Hopefully Kevin can catch another one. Hopefully Kevin gets retied before the bite dies. All right, go ahead, buddy.
What the hell?
Oops, I did it again. Kevin just got retied after throwing off his jig head. First cast, he threw off that jig head.
Okay. I was not a good jig head.
Oh, goodness, that might be a nice red. I got a terrible, terrible hook set. Well, it is a red, but it's not a nice red.
It is a red.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know how you had that much power on that initial tug. Definitely starting to run across a bunch of these now. Very, very glad to see. These will be the ones we're catching next year. I've caught a ton of those in the past few weeks. Oh, what is that? It's another one of those reds, I think. Another 14-inch red, I bet. That's what it feels like. He has not come up. Yep. Well, at least I'm making good use of my tags. He's a little bigger. He's about a maybe 16.
I don't think that's 16.
You don't think? We'll check. He's bigger than the last one. It might be 15. Kevin's just jealous. You want me to tie that on for you, Kevin? Yeah, he's 15. Oh, threw in his mouth.
You did throw that one in his mouth. That's a good one.
Oh, he came off. Dadgummit, that was a better red. Oh, there we go. Trout, I don't think he's gonna make the cut though. He is a feisty one, just not big enough. Another between 12 and 13. Theme of the year. The joys of exploring. Finding little stuff like that. There's stuff like that everywhere.
It's not gonna take me long to catch this fish and you can turn around.
Okay. Man, I'm getting bit by a few gnats. Wasn't expecting that today.
Oh, God.
You missed him?
Yeah, it was a good fish. Right out there. That was definitely a keeper.
Oh, there we go. That's a keeper. That's a good. Oh, look at that trout. That's a really good trout.
That's what hit me.
All right. This 14-inch fish, they look like monsters when you're catching 12-inchers. I'm not even sure this fish is 14. He's definitely over 13. Yeah, he's almost 14. Ooh, water's pouring out that drain. That looks promising, Kevin. All right, we got another cut coming up. Dead ahead, water's dumping out of it. We're gonna kind of approach it from outside and move in. Kevin's throwing that cork. And a lot of times trout will hang out kind of where that water stops flowing, like right around here. Doesn't mean you couldn't find them up there, certainly, but that's more likely for redfish. This is kind of more likely for trout. I gotta get some marsh romance. I didn't expect to be dealing with gnats today. I'm glad, I'm very glad. It's far less windy than it was this morning.
Oh, good Lord, come on, fish.
You had a takedown?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I didn't have a takedown, but I got a nice trout. I got a horrible hook set. We'll see if we get him. I'm not gonna horse you, dude, because I didn't get it. That's a nice trout.
Nice trout. I didn't think that fish was that big.
Yeah, look how deep he took it. That's a good sign. He definitely was feeding, not just hitting it to kill it. You might want to try a different color. Oh, there he is. Different color. That's a good trout. That's a real good trout. Going crazy. Crazy! Crazy! Kevin, can you sing Ozzy?
No, I can see antelope.
And he took it deep too. Took it deep. They're feeding. Open up, Brad, it's over. Ow! Yeah, sorry, it's all up in your gills.
Oh, God, right there. Oh, my God.
Missed another one?
Big one, yeah. Keep following it up.
Man, he cut my hand. I'm bleeding. There he is.
Yep.
Get him, Kev.
It's a good trout.
Redfish.
Oh, redfish.
That same school of fish. Oh, there he is. He came back. He came back. Oh, he threw it. Dadgummit, that fish was hooked well too. Good for him. Good for him. Look at the blood. I'm bleeding like a pig. Struggle is real. Oh, you fricker. Oh, came back a second time. Oh, goodness. Oh, dude, there's some fish right there.
A little bit more in the middle.
That must have been the same fish hitting me over and over again. Oh. There he is. Let's see if we can get him in. Lost the last couple. Definite keeper. If he makes it all the way to the boat.
He is going to...
He's in. In like Flynn.
Is he a keeper?
He's 100% a keeper. You want to bet me?
No.
I wouldn't advise it. We'll put him on the tape just to make sure, since you have doubts. Yep, barely. 13 1/8. Closer than I thought, but he is a keeper. There you go, Kevy. Oh, there are some small ones down there.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to be an inconvenience to you for a moment. I gotta get that Marsh romance. All right, this is the, it's gnat season again. This is the Marsh romance. Best stuff you could possibly use for keeping gnats away.
It smells good too.
It does smell good. I'm actually glad to be dealing with gnats today because it means the wind's not as bad as the forecast. It's supposed to be windy today. And it's windy, but it's not bad. I'd say it's blowing maybe 8, something like that. Last cast, and we're gonna make a little move. We're gonna go inside of there and throw out. Oh, maybe not. Dude, these fish are going crazy. I think you're legal, but I ain't positive.
I'll throw the cork right in the middle and see if they hit the cork in the middle. I don't know if he's legal. If he is, he's barely legal.
Well, no. He's like Larry Flint's hustle club.
That's a nice club, isn't it?
Yeah, some really nice women there.
Yeah.
I've never been, so no idea. Yep, he's legal. 13 1/8. Change our angle a little bit. Got him, Kevy?
I got him.
Oh, that's a keeper.
Oh,
Come on, Kevin, don't lose him. You need to put one in the box.
I already have put one in the box.
Oh, Kevin.
Hey, we got the action, didn't we?
All right, next we're gonna teach you how to flip a fish in the boat. It's next on the agenda.
That's a good fish.
Yeah, it was. It was probably it might have been a 16. Got him.
Got him.
That's a good keeper, Kevin. Swing him.
Swing him.
Whoa, there we go. Well, you almost lost him.
That was a nice swing. Stop.
There we go.
Jumping. Right in my
Oh,
secret
that was
spot.
not nice.
I saw that too.
Come on back. Come on back, you sexy thing. I believe in miracles.
What, because I caught a fish?
No, I'm singing. I believe in miracles. Where you from?
It's a miracle.
You sexy thing. Sexy thing.
You wouldn't believe where I've been.
There you Oh, what are you? I think that's one of those 14-inch reds. Oh, he came off, man. Gee willikers. I at least want to get a tag in you, bro. Stick a giant needle in your back. Well, you gonna stay on? No, you did not. How rude. 2 in a row. Oh, there he is. Didn't miss you that time. Well, yes, I did. Dude, that's about 5 in a row. That was a good trout, too. Literally, I've missed about 5 fish in a row that I've had hooked up. And there's another one. We'll see if we get him.
I think you got a shot at him.
This is not a big one. Of course, I'll easily land him.
Well, he's growing. Yeah. He grew.
It's actually a keeper.
Yeah, it's a keeper.
But the one I missed before that was bigger. But that's all right. Gotta be grateful. All right, some 13.5 inchers. It beats catching nothing but 12 to 13 inchers.
Dang it.
There he is.
That's a good fish. You're killing me, Masson. You haven't noticed. I gotta catch one this cast.
All right, that's a good trout.
Today.
About a, well, let's see. I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna say 16.
15 and a half.
Yeah, he might be a little under 16. Let go of my bait. Let go. So obviously the pattern is to fish these drains today with this falling tide. Water's really nice. You know, there's tons of bait sucking out of these backwater marshes, and the trout are ambushing them here. They're definitely schooling to some degree, because we'll have like steady action, catch 3, 4, 5 fish, and then catch nothing for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then kind of find another little school. So I don't know if they're moving in from the lake or if they're moving out from in the marsh, but this is where they're ambushing all that bait. And I have no doubt we could leave this one and go to a different drain and at least catch a few fish. Or we could just sit here and probably leave with our limit. Now, current time is, it's almost 10 o'clock, and this tide's only gonna fall till about maybe 12:30 or 1. So we don't have tons of time with this falling tide, but that is absolutely 100% the key to this bite. If we fish this on a rising tide, may catch a fish or two, but nothing like this. I have no idea how deep it is in that middle, but based on the amount of time it's taken our baits to get down, I'd say it's maybe about 5 or 6 feet.
They haven't been doing much on the cork today.
Nope.
Oops.
There you go. That one did. Come on, Kevin, the keeper?
Oh yeah, it's a keeper.
He's saying, oh yeah.
Definitely a keeper.
Dude, that's a good trout. Let me get your picture. That's the trout of the day.
That is a neat trout. No, I do like the bobber.
All right.
I think we're dealing with just fish coming in and out of here.
From inside or outside?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I think we're dealing with the same thing. I just don't know. I don't know if they're moving in from the lake or moving out from the. So I'm saying I think we could probably sit here and limit if we were patient enough. I don't know if I'll be patient enough.
I mean, you go from getting a bite every cast to.
Yep, to dead, nothing.
And
then all of a sudden you get 3, 4, 5 fish.
pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There he is.
You gonna catch that after what I just caught?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, and I'm gonna eat him.
No, you're not.
I may eat him. We'll see. I'll tell you in about.
You may eat him next year.
I'll tell you in about 15 seconds. He's a little short. We'll see. 12 and a half. And Kevin's got a. I'll get him, buddy.
You know what I was doing, right?
Reeling in?
Yeah.
I think he's a keeper. Oh yeah, 13 and a half. Good job, Kevin. All right, our bite has really slowed down. We could probably sit here and wait for another school to move in. Almost certain that would be the case, but you know, so many options on a day like today with conditions like this. It's really hard to just sit here when the fish aren't biting. So I think we're gonna move up into this little bayou. I looked at it on a map, it looks pretty good. And it actually drains a pond that's back there. I don't know how deep the pond is. We could maybe even get into it and go fish for reds or something. But there should be some fish at the mouth of that pond where it meets the bayou. And we might catch some on the way in the bayou. So I think we're gonna mosey and see what else we can find. Exploring is way more fun to me than just sitting on action where you're kind of just waiting for fish to show up. This is a beautiful bayou. is. All we had to do was move the boat. What you think, Kavita? I think he's too little. I think he's too little. 5.2. 5.2 feet.
That's a nice one there, Todd.
Thank you.
Oh, shit, right there.
You got hit right by the boat. Oh, that's a good trout, Kevin. Get him. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a keeper.
I think he's a keeper. I caught him, didn't I?
Yep. Whew, man, now we're in that wind. Fighting the wind and this ferocious current. Did he make it?
Yep.
There you go. So now we're in this bayou. It's 7.5 feet deep. It's gonna be deeper in this bend up here, I'm sure. Well, it's 8 feet here. So that tells you why all those fish are at the mouth of this. It's obviously just draining a bunch of water, pulling a bunch of bait out of that marsh. Perfect scenario for fall fishing. Got him. You got him. You got him. Good trout, Kevin. All right.
All right.
Good job. Let's sit here. Oh, dude, it's 11 feet under the boat.
Oh, God, this is perfect. How about that?
Good keeper trout.
Marshman trout.
Oh, there he is, right under the boat.
Yeah, I just had another bite right under the boat.
Oh,
too.
good trout.
Good trout.
Fall back a little bit. Obviously, we got on top of him. Beautiful South Louisiana speckled trout. Love to see it.
The double rig. I was gonna try to catch two.
I'm just glad to be running across consistent keepers. Because, man, I haven't in months. Yeah, that's why, like, for me, how many more fish do you need to reel in? Like, to me, it's like, that's why I come up here exploring. Even though we know there's fish at the mouth, we could probably sit there and catch a limit. Probably 20 years ago, that's what I've done. But it's like, I want to go find fish. It's more fun than catching fish. Oh, there we go.
That's a keeper.
That's a keeper.
Keeper.
I got to drink some electrolytes. Ow.
What happened?
I get it. My muscle cramps up right here.
Yeah, I used to have that problem. Maybe.
Kevin, I don't know. I have my doubts, my friend. But we're gonna measure him. He's too close to keep. So as high as this water was, you can see how much of it is drained out. We're back in that lake. Caught a couple fish up in that bayou. We got to the mouth by that pond, but didn't do anything there. And so we're back exploring again, just fishing the shoreline of the lake, looking for more cuts. Looks like there's one here. It doesn't look like as much water coming through it as that last one, but definitely we're gonna check it out. We're getting late in the tide. Not gonna be moving a whole lot longer. There he is. That feels red fishy. That feels red fishy.
Yep.
That's not one of those 14 inches that we're gonna throw back.
No, that's a good one. There's something about me eating crackers that attracts a fish bite.
He was right on that point. That's that cut I was talking about, dead ahead. Ah, such a pretty fish. Such a beautiful red. You can tell how nice this water looks. There we go. All right.
It's a pretty redfish right there, my boy.
That is a pretty red. All right, we've caught a bunch of like 14, 15 inch reds. This is not one of those. This is about a 22, 23 incher. Definitely a keeper. If Kevin wants him, do you want him?
He's so pretty, let's turn him loose.
You want to let him go? Good for you. All right, big boy. I know you're exhausted. Let's get you on your way. There you go. All right. Got him?
Yep.
Feel decent?
I actually can't tell. Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah, he's good. That's a good fish. There you go, Kevin. Good fish. It's amazing. There's fish at all these cuts. Water temp today, I don't think I ever mentioned it, but it's 77. It's probably a little bit cooler earlier. You got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Feel decent?
Redfish.
Yep. Another 14-inch red. I'm really glad to see those.
Yep.
Because that bodes well for the future. They're everywhere. We're gonna hit this three-way up here. Three teal. You got a fish?
I cast, didn't I?
Oh, look at that. I got one too. I missed mine. Yours is a keeper.
Yep.
Mine was not. Got him?
Yep.
Kevin, that's a nice one. Kevin Ford is heating up. All right, Kevin.
All right. Pretty fish.
Not bad at all. Good eater.
Shit.
Yep. That's what I was telling you happened.
Go back where I was.
Oh. There he is. That might be a red, Kevin. If it's a trout, he's foul hooked. Oh, flounder! Shoot!
Oh, gosh. We knew we were going to catch one.
Oh, no! The reason I'm saying oh no is because there's a moratorium currently on flounder in Louisiana. This guy is not legal to keep. After November 30th, he would be.
To be a time traveler.
Yes. And this I would say is my favorite bycatch. Would you agree?
Oh,
is that your favorite bycatch?
Oh, it's not even a... Yeah, that's one of my favorite fish to catch.
Yeah. I mean, you seldom target them. We're not in here targeting flounder, but, and of course, this one's like hooked like no flounder ever has been.
I can guarantee you, if you weren't... It would be flounder season. That thing would have flopped.
Yes, he would have come off right at the boat. All right, gotta let him go. See you, dude. Now, the flounder population in Louisiana was really on hard times.
That was a big fish.
About 5 to 10 years ago, but it's come roaring back. It started coming back before the moratorium, but obviously that's certainly helping. It's not hurting at all. If you saw my last video, I was catching flounder in the surf in Perdido, Florida, and Florida has the same moratorium that Louisiana has.
Oh, you couldn't keep those?
No, I couldn't keep them. October 15th, November 30th. Unlike Florida, Louisiana has no size minimum. Oh, that was a really good hit. Oh, Kevin, please don't be another flounder.
I think it is.
I think it might be. Look how it's fighting. Nope, it's a foul hook speckled trout. I think it's actually a keeper. 14 inches. All right, Kevin, you and I have been friends for probably 2 decades now, but you've been covering the outdoors in Louisiana even longer than that. How did your career in the outdoors begin, and what year did you kind of get started?
Todd, believe it or not, it started back in 1996 doing a radio show. The one that I do now started in 1996. Started doing it in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Then in 2000, we got into the TV business, and we've been doing radio and TV ever since down here in South Louisiana. And, you know, like you, from here, fished all my life, and just can't get enough of it. Days like this, so many people around the country just dream that they could be doing what we're doing today. And this is, we just take this for granted. This is just every day. So blessed to be doing it, still enjoy doing it. We're gonna be back on for another season in 2025. Maybe doing a little bit of name changing with the TV show and doing some podcasts and things like that. So we got some changes coming next year, which we're excited about. So folks need to stay tuned. I think they're going to see some good stuff.
Okay, and where does this show air?
TV show airs in Baton Rouge on WBRZ. It airs nationally on the Pursuit channel. If you have DirecTV or Dish, you can get it on the Pursuit channel. And it also airs on Cox Your View. So pretty much anywhere in the country, you can catch the show.
For those who don't know, the radio show that I'm on every week,
yeah,
where does that air?
Show, we do a radio show. Now it changes once we get into women's basketball season. It'll go to Wednesday night sometimes, but it's normally Thursdays from 6:05 to 7 p.m. It's Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge. You can get their app and listen to it on their app. And we also do Facebook Live. You can go to my page, Kevin Ford, or Let's Go Fishing with Kevin Ford, and you can catch it live on Facebook Live, and then it's archived there, so if you miss any of the show, or if you want to hear Todd again, which a lot of people do, they want to hear Todd twice, live, and then they want to hear him the next day. You can do that.
All right, really fun trip with a really good friend. Absolutely fantastic out here today. We found speckled trout and redfish and flounder at all these cuts. Well, we didn't find flounder at all the cuts. We found one flounder, but all these cuts are loaded with fish. Such a typical fall pattern. You gotta fish those drains on a falling tide. You know, look, we just came out here exploring, just came out here looking, and easily found fish. It's just really good right now. Although I gotta tell you, today's the first trip where I consistently caught keepers. Obviously, we caught some throwbacks as well. But lately, it's been a whole lot of small fish in the marsh. Each passing day, though, more and more big fish are moving in from outside. Also, these cooler water temps, you know, 77 degrees today, that inspires those bigger fish to feed, particularly when you have conditions like this. Pretty water, falling tide, just doesn't get any better. I can't wait to get back out here. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson. Look at Kevin, he's still fishing. Can't give it up.